Today we're going to be talking about how much home can you afford to buy. If you're thinking about making a move, that's a great place to start. You need to understand your personal budget in order to see how much home that you can afford to buy. So that's what our topic is today on this frequently asked question. All right, so while we talk about how much home can you afford, I want to just give the disclaimer. I'm a realtor. I'm not a tax professional or anything like that. I can't give you legal advice. I'm just going to give you my opinion about a good place to start to figure out what's right for your budget. So I have my fancy drawing here, and I'm going to walk you through a couple of different things that you're going to want to take into consideration. See, a lot of buyers start with how much home they want to buy. Say $250,000, they decide how much, they figure out what the payment's going to be, and then they try and jam that into their budget and push everything else around it. I'd say that's a backwards way of going about it. So I'm going to show you a little bit different way that you can think about it that I think will be really helpful for you. So let's start like this. I want you to picture this as your family's budget, okay? This is your take-home pay. This is how much money you make in a given month, okay? So we're going to start filling that with the things that are most important, and we're going to leave mortgage until the very last, okay? So with that, you got to plan for your utilities. Let's say they take up that much of your bucket. Utilities are going to be gas, electricity, water, those sorts of things that you might not have thought of before buying a home, or that you might forget if they're included in your rent, trash service, cable TV, things like that. So those are going to be kind of the necessities that you're going to need in order to have your home. Okay, so then after that, we're going to think about the necessities of you as a person. You got to have food and clothing and transportation. You've got those different expenses, medical bills, that type of thing, and you need to make sure you factor those in next, as they're obviously real important. Okay, so then after you've got all your necessities put in there, let's start thinking about the different debt payments that you have. If you got a car payment, student loans, credit cards, those types of things. Obviously, work to get those paid off is always the best. But if you've got them moving into a home purchase, you just need to take that in mind so that you don't get yourself in a bind later. Okay, so let's factor in a little bit there for our servicing our debt payments. And then two things last, let's think about what do you want for savings. You're going to want a little bit of money going into an emergency fund for the house because, of course, repairs will have to be made and maintenance, so you'll need a little savings for that. What about like student loans? If you've got kids going to college, different plans that you have, retirement goals, you're going to want to keep those in mind and make sure that those are certainly put in a priority within your budget, not an afterthought. So let's stick those savings goals in there. Okay, and then what about having fun? Having a house is great, but you're probably going to want to go on vacation every so often or buy some Christmas presents, different nice things. So just make sure you plan in a little bit in your budget for fun. Okay, so you can obviously go and you need to figure out the exact numbers of what these are going to cost. I'm just giving you a silly little illustration here. But then with what's left, how much of this do you want to spend on your mortgage payment? That's really going to be the best question for you to answer. It's not going the other direction and saying, I don't want this big of a mortgage payment and then jamming everything else in. This is how much money you have left over to play with after all the important things are taken care of. The other important things, then this is what I would suggest to figure out for your mortgage payment. Do you want to use up all of that? Maybe not. It depends how well you budgeted in here. But this will be what's left over. So think of it like that. It's a different way of thinking, but you're going to want to just make sure that you understand all the other expenses that come with it, and then find the budget of a home that works right for you. Okay, so hopefully that helps you a little bit. If you'd like more help like this, go to my website. I've got quite a few videos to help you with the buying and selling process. That's jcarmack.com, and we can help you with getting pre-approved. How much does it cost to buy a home? That's always a good one to know for your cash position. All the different aspects of the home buying and selling process are online for you right there. It's all for free. So visit jcarmack.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day.